Once upon a time, there lived a king by the name King Lewis. King Lewis had two beautiful wives, Queen Tasha and Queen Mila. Queen Tasha was the first queen and she was very proud and arrogant. As for Queen Mila, she had a big heart for people. She ruled with peace and citizens preferred Queen Mila over Queen Tasha. After 1 year, both the queens got pregnant on the same day and Queen Tasha would boast on how she would give birth to the heir of the throne. She went to the extent of bribing the midwives and telling them,
"If Queen Mila gives birth to a son, please swap him with mine in case I give birth to a daughter. I want to be known as the Queen Mother of our kingdom."
The midwives agreed to what the queen had told them, and on the day of delivery, Queen Tasha put to bed a bouncing baby girl, while Queen Mila gave birth to a son and she collapsed afterwards. The midwives swapped the babies and went to break the news to the king. The king was excited, but when he heard that Queen Tasha had a son, he was sad. The king went to Queen Mila because he had heard she fainted after giving birth. He then went to see Queen Tasha and her son. The king noticed that his son had the eyes and nose of Queen Mila, but he smiled to cover his worry. Many years passed and the children grew up. Prince Oli was good and kind-hearted, and everyone who met him would tell him,
"You look a lot like Queen Mila and also behave a lot like her. But I wonder how you are the son of Queen Tasha and the way she behaves so rudely."
Prince Oli loved both the queens and called both of them mother, but Queen Tasha would forbid him from going near Queen Mila. As for Princess Maya, she was rude and arrogant as opposed to Queen Mila, who had raised her. Princess Maya looked down on the poor and demanded people to bow down at her presence. The king got curious of the two children and decided to conduct a secret DNA on his children and wives. He secretly pulled a strand of hair from them whenever they hugged him. Finally, the day came to crown Prince Oli as the crown prince and to name the queen mother of Malika Kingdom. The king called for a ball party, and when everyone was gathered, he gave a speech saying,
"Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for honoring my invite to come to my palace to witness as we crown the prince and as we name the queen mother of our beautiful kingdom. But before all that, I'd like to make some things clear. Princess Maya and Prince Oli are both my children, but it breaks my heart that the two were swapped at birth. After my investigation, the midwives confessed that Queen Tasha paid them to carry out such an evil act. With this said, I want my palace guard to lock up Queen Tasha as they think of the best punishment for what she did."
Everyone in the crowd was shocked as the queen was being led out by the palace guard. Prince Oli hugged his mother and he was crowned as the crowned prince, and Queen Mila was named the queen mother. The end. If you have enjoyed this story this far, please do not leave before you give it a like, subscribe and share, and please consider leaving a comment on the comment section telling me whether you enjoyed the story and telling me whatever city or country you're watching me from for me to give you a shout out on the next episode of Wonder Tales by Julian.